everybody. This is Tim and Chris, and we are sharing the rest of Zelda 2, hopefully. Chris's adventures through Zelda 2 and getting to complete that game and raising a little bit more money if we can for Extra Life. I'll be posting the links there in the chat for us so that you can donate at various places throughout our team. So Chris has already reached his goals. So we're going to check and see who else's goals we can help reach if possible. But if you just want to come and hang out, we welcome that too, because it's a lot of fun to hang out, and especially when we're trying to watch Chris beat Zelda 2. And you'll have to update us where we're left off there, Chris.
All right. So when we last finished, I think we were in the middle of Palace number 6. So we just have that one left, and then we can get a couple other things, and then head right to, I guess, not spoiler alert, Dark Link.
Dark Link's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That was, to me, that was beating the Breath of the Wild, was when I was able to, get the Dark Link suit there. that was I didn't have to beat the game. I was good when I got the Dark Link suit.
I mean, my other favorite Zelda game, Ocarina of Time, has a neat callback to Dark Link as well.
Oh, nice.
And I like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I can't remember which I want to say it's the ice, but I'm not sure. But yeah, he's in there too. And it's a neat fight.
Nice.
If you have the super sword, the Goron sword, though, it's a little bit easier.
Good to know.
Are you ready, Gart? Ready to go?
I'm ready. I'm ready if you are.
All right. So we're going to use our special Nintendo Dad's game.
Nice. And I'm going to pull up the... Whoops, that's the wrong thing. I want to pull up the Extra Life code, so I have that ready for sharing when we need to.
They're traveling to do because we're starting from the beginning of the game. Hopefully not as much death this time as we had off the hop last time. Always easy if you're in the overall map and you want to avoid the enemies. The pathways are the best.
Nice.
Yep, real easy. Just walk off the screen. I'll have to remember this time if we go to midnight. I'll have to remember to turn off my parental control again because my kids can reboots again at midnight, and really the kids playing Switch at midnight anyway.
Right. We're gonna hack the system so we can bypass the parental controls.
Oh, and you know what? It's funny because we've had to reboot the code because my kids have twice guessed it, and then they were disabling their own parental controls on their own. They were like, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?"
Nice.
And so we figured out that it's only a 4-digit pin, really. So all the power to them for figuring it out, but also not so much.
Right.
So I've had to change it a couple of times.
Hey Shannon, what's going on?
Hey, not much. Looking forward to checking this out.
So, question for you, Shannon. I'm sharing my screen. Are you watching it from there?
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. I didn't know if you could hear it, or maybe... Let me try turning it up and see if that helps. Because it is lower. Can you hear it now?
No.
Okay. So that's just something I don't have the wizardry of Jesse, to be able to pipe sound back to you guys.
Well, it's weird because I could hear it with the Game Awards last night.
Yeah, because that was because of... I was sharing the video the YouTube video, and there's a different link to that.
Oh.
It's a video, and it's through Discord has means to doing that. But because I'm showing the game through OBS through Discord, so you could see it, you can't hear it.
Okay.
So unless maybe there's an option I don't have turned on here.
I mean, Shannon, if you give it a minute, Tim will do all the sound effects for you.
Yes, I can sit here and do
It's
it
really
for
great
you.
whistle.
Right?
Yes.
Hey, Hey, what? Zelda 2 has some of the best music, I'm telling you,
Right.
on the NES.
It is. But it doesn't have DJ Showtime, though.
That is also true.
Streaming quality. Nope. Source. That's the resolution. There's no sound. So it's just sharing the screen and not the sound.
Okay. That's alright.
Very interesting.
So when you're done with this, Chris, the next thing you're going to do is do the randomizer, right?
The
I was
randomizer.
actually-
What's that?
Yeah, I was watching some. If you ever get a chance, look it up on YouTube, or whatever. Zelda 2 randomizer race, and it's it's pretty wild. So it messes up, like, all the palaces are in different spots. What you can get in a palace, item wise, is all mixed up. Towns are all mixed up, but what's really crazy is that it basically randomly recreates the entire map, so it just looks weird. So you go out of the palace and there'll be, like, it's just completely randomly made. And so you might have to go directly into, like, Death Mountain or something to get anywhere, before you can do anything, and that kind of stuff. It's crazy. It just looks completely different, and it requires a whole new level of skill, for sure.
I mean, if Zelda 2 needs anything else, it's to put shit where you don't know where to find it. More
That's
so.
right. Exactly. It's crazy. Then you watch, like, two people who, like, really, really know it. Just try to watch them, like, race it out. It's crazy.
I mean, I might have sucked the last time we did the stream, but at least I knew where I was going. I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit there. I didn't have to backtrack a lot or forget where I was going.
I'm not saying anything. I think you're doing just fine because you're.
Yeah.
I've tried this game several times and couldn't get anywhere. So
This is the one Zelda game I've only beaten once with the way it was intended. Every other time I've beaten this game, I've had to cheat. So,
Well, what does cheat mean?
yeah, what is
Game Genie.
Okay, so like you have unlimited health or something, or
Yeah, basically
Okay.
make yourself invincible.
all right, that's fair.
nice?
I'll
play it then.
Yep. And then I think I did it. I don't know. I'll have to go back. I don't know if I ever finished it on the NSO app. I know I started it, but I don't remember if I finished it. And using rewind and save states.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He can't use rewind on this,
Right.
While sharing. So, which I thought.
And I did do save states, which I was surprised that might have helped me a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was either too brave or too stupid to. Too proud, maybe. I don't know.
So where are you trying to go now?
Well, we are trying to get the item in this palace now, and I'm
Okay.
pretty sure there's a hole in there in one of these floors.
Oh yeah.
So I have to jump over it, or else I have to start over again and go down I think it's here. Or here.
Just in case. Oh,
you
shoot!
jumped
No!
right into it.
I did. I knew it was somewhere.
I couldn't remember which one it was, so that was pretty good. You knew it was one of the two, but
I mean, does it look stupider that I fell right into it? I was like, I know this is coming up right now.
no, you just wanted to show. You just wanted to show Tim. That's all.
Yes, it's right here, right here.
Tim, this is
Yeah,
what
right.
not to do.
It's right here. Yeah, that's right.
That was exactly how I mean, everything happened like that last time. If I said something, don't do this, and then I would immediately proceed to do it.
Oh man. Yeah. This game, it's almost like Castlevania 2 style, like just random crap that you can't possibly know it's there.
Oh.
Like going through the invisible wall or not the invisible wall, but the fake wall.
Yep.
You know, that spot on the floor, all that kind of stuff.
Now, I guess I could cheat.
And just ferry it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did that too.
Is this where the hole was?
Oh, you can't.
no.
That's right, you can't.
I should have known that.
I
There's
forgot
probably-
about that.
It's probably a reason I've done that before.
Wait, what's going on? Oh, you have to leave the screen in order for. Oh.
Yeah.
I have to leave the
You
screen and
can't
turn
get
back.
out of ferry, and you can't.
Oh,
Right?
man.
They made it so you can't. You can't
Yeah,
cheat that.
they
That's
got
right.
you every time. So now we're gonna jump really high.
Don't get knocked back into it by one of these stupid whiz robes. There you go.
Yay.
Oh, we were already here. Oh, all right.
Oh, you must have started it last time.
I think we died. I think we died as we were just getting it.
Ah.
That's what happened.
Oh well.
Well, there you go.
Is this the sixth palace?
It is. So we're looking for the big dragon,
Yes.
and that's the other thing. That's the other thing where I lose a little bit of Zelda credit. I don't have it. I don't know any of the names.
The names in this Zelda are they're even weirder than
Yeah, they
most
are
of the other Zeldas. Other than like the whiz robes here and enemies that came over from the previous Zelda.
Do 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 do.
See, we don't need the music. You're just going to provide it.
But you're really missing out on this not being able to jump by hearing this.
I got the
nonsense.
official text out in order to,
Oh, maybe that's what I should have done too. We could have provided the full commentary.
Right.
Which one do you got out there? You got.
This is the
got
Hyrule
the-
Historia.
I might grab the encyclopedia.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna go because I figured I'd check the. Although it's going to the beginning where Skyward Sword is, so I need to figure out where, in this order, Zelda 2 falls into. It's not the. Let me look. I have to look at the contents.
What are you talking about? You don't have the timeline memorized, Tim?
Heck no.
It falls under where he dies or something, doesn't it? I don't even know. It's so convoluted.
The chronology of Hyrule. There's a section on that.
All right, enemies and monsters.
Yeah, because you got the encyclopedia one. Okay.
Yep. The one that looks like the original Zelda. I love this thing. It's a piece of work or a piece of art.
Yeah. So I guess it wouldn't be in this one because this is just Hyrule Historia, so this is all about Hyrule. Okay. Yeah, Encyclopedia would have been better.
Except for the fact that the enemies are all the enemies in the games are in here, but they're all listed under their names in alphabetical order.
Oh, and not under the game?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I actually have to, like, if there's one we need to do, I have to, like, look it up page by page till I find it. You know, there's only, like, 100 pages of enemies.
Oh, no. Alright.
Monsters that haunt the surface. Page 59. This is all the monsters. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at that later. Oh, here's my 3DS card case covers.
What's that now?
I had an extra card case cover in here for my 3DS card case. Like,
Oh, okay.
The extra covers that you get. I used one as a bookmark.
Okay.
And then I also, for some reason, have Zelda: A Link Between Worlds case. Inner sheet in here for some reason. I have no idea why.
That is such a good game.
Yes, it is.
The screen kind of went dark here.
Oh, thanks.
Yep.
All right, let me go pull up the other.
All right, Chris, what is this boss called?
So this is the mini boss. This is the good question. This is a Dark Nut? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's got to be a form of the Dark Nut.
And he has a horse.
So, yeah. Let's see here.
Alright, I need to find that website that I had up before.
Alright, I think if I go down here,
Oops.
something very important on this side. Because you're there. Yep, that's important.
Zelda 2 Feature Link. I think it was the fandom site.
Or are you just going to look it up online?
Yes. That's what I used before.
He's not listed in the Dark Nut section.
Alright, so
alright.
which...
Ah, you missed.
No, there's a problem there. I'm out of magic.
Oh. Yeah.
So, that would have helped.
Oh, and of course.
Alright, so palaces, and you guys wanted to know which one? Bosses?
The boss from the mini boss in the level.
Three-Eye Rock Palace?
Yep.
Yeah.
Barba.
Really? Okay.
Marba is the dragon, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the main guy. We were looking at the mini boss.
Oh, Rebonak. The one.
Rebonak?
The knight on the what looks like a flying horse.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Rebonak. He was the
Because
boss
we
of
got
the
him.
Island Palace.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, sure enough.
Because we got a one-up, we might have to strategic die here again.
Strategery.
Nope. We did it.
Oh.
Ew! Kill
Nice.
everything and everyone.
Yeah, now just don't die.
No, that's true. But I think I have enough to preserve myself.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm going to do this right now. Just because. Dude wants to take
Rebonak's actually in this palace twice, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. He's
Do. Take a stab at you. There you go.
Do 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 do
Do, 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 do. That's when I'm really in a groove. I just start singing along. Do, 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 do.
Man, these books are beautiful.
Yes, they are.
So there's like, oh, you know, I just love flipping through the
fairy.
encyclopedia. There you go. And then other times it's like, pull out that art book. Oh,
Yes.
All right, Tim, this is where we're doing it.
Okay.
Now, this is where you can get
Here we
really
go.
off and fall in the hole like that.
Oh, no!
Aw.
I knew it!
No! After all that.
Oh, good thing I had the one extra.
Yep.
What?
All right, so now what I do is I don't jump. There you go. All right, now we're ready.
Here we go.
And the dragon comes out of the sand there?
Yep.
Oh, come on.
You come and get him on the way down.
You don't want to try the strategy of like jumping on his head?
No.
I've seen it done, but man, I don't have the guts. He's not that bad of a if you know like where to stand and when to jump and stuff, he's not that bad of a boss. It just can take a while if you get bad RNG with where he comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't going to be the troll where I die several times.
Oh no!
Oh, no, Ruby!
No!
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
He used his magnetic skills to kill you.
Oh, why didn't I save state that? Oh, that would have been so much better.
Oh. Oh man, that's rough.
Save state next time.
Yep.
Wow. Man.
Yep.
Yeah, for all those younger players who don't remember, this is what you had to do when you had the cartridge. You had to go back from the beginning.
Yep.
This is
This has been cranky old dads.
this is where the term quality of life came up.
Yep. For
This-
sure.
This boss right here. Get rid of that boss. He's haunting. He's gonna haunt Chris's dreams.
I mean, the real haunting one was the pit that I fell in twice.
These guys are the worst because you can't kill them without using that stupid spell.
What is that thing?
That is the
Spider.
River Devil. That I know. At least that's what the villager calls it.
Are
I always just called it the spider.
Are those
But you have to
lizards-
play your.
Are those
I think you
lizards gonna
talk-
yell down to you and say they're gonna fart in your general direction?
I mean, I don't know about the farting, but they will yell, probably. Hey,
I
look,
fart
I
in
got
your
him.
general direction.
I threw rocks at him. I got him.
Hey, that movie was the answer to Final Jeopardy today.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Really?
Those cowards just throwing fire snowballs at you.
So they
Snowballs?
got to be a kind
Fire
of
snowballs.
Lizafo, right? They got to be a Lizafo of some sort, I would think.
Yeah, I like killing them a lot, though.
Yeah, those are the red ones, and they're annoying.
Oh, they don't show up under Lizafos though in the encyclopedia, so they must have a
Check.
different name.
Check Red Garu.
Okay.
Red Garu.
See, this is what I'm talking about with this game. They'll just like give alternate names, or sometimes just have weird names.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes this is the Mario 2 of Zelda games where Zelda wakes up. It was just a dream.
No, that's Link's Adventure.
Well, that's true.
Literally. Yeah, it's not showing up under there. What was the second part? You said red what?
Garu. Or
Garu. I wonder it's under Garu.
Geru.
Right.
Yeah, because there's different colors, I guess.
Yeah, so I bet there's...
It's a red one. And there's also an orange one, and then...
Yeah, they did a lot of that palette swap stuff.
There's a blue one as well. But it looked like the red one that was throwing.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, because the blue ones have the like mace that they're...
No, the red ones have the mace too.
Oh, the reds have the mace too, and the yellow ones have the spears. But
it was just
the blue ones can throw their...
fireballs.
Don't the blue ones, though, also throw their...
I learned that from the last time.
I feel like they throw their maces, maybe. I also know you can't hurt them by bouncing on their head.
No.
Much like that guy. Oh!
I didn't need to go that way. No, I didn't need to go this way. I was supposed to jump down the hole.
Oh, he did
There you
for
go.
you. Whee!
Nope, not the next one. Remember the first time I did this in a paddles? Tim's like, how the hell were you supposed to jump down that hole?
Right.
Oh, well.
Nintendo Power. That's how you knew.
You called them up. You had to call them up.
Pretty much.
It's like play 5 minutes and then call them up. Play another 5 minutes. Call them up again.
Exactly. That's how they stayed so in business.
Look at that triple death. Triple kill.
That's why the downward stab is the most important thing in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's my favorite move just to do. It's so Scrooge McDuck.
Yep.
Nice. Oh, you gotta play dodge.
Well, juking and jiving there, Tim.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Now I've done this once where I flew into the lava, so I felt pretty stupid after that. Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. Of course, I was like 10 and no one was watching me, so that was pretty bad.
You were
Maybe better,
streaming
yeah.
at 10? Why not?
Because how old was that? Was there internet in 1990?
Sure.
Not
They were
not
working on it. It was a
right.
prototype, maybe.
Not in your house.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
No,
Vin, what's
continue
going
to-
on?
Hurry! There you go. Hurry!
Yep. This is again where you know, how would you know?
All right, so what we're gonna do here? We're gonna create a point here. So
Yeah,
I don't have to
don't save or don't load one. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
I've done that
That's another-
before.
Yeah, that's another dumb one I've made.
No.
Oh my god, what did I do?
Come
All
on,
right, you got
dragon.
this.
Let's go. No
Yeah,
more
there really
playing
isn't much-
games. Oh wait,
As
we are
long as you
playing a
don't-
game.
As long as you don't do a dopey move like I did last time.
No, look it because you use the save state, you're not even going to need it.
Yeah, watch.
Now, come on, I'm trying to build you up here.
Oh, trust me. I figure if I'm capable of this can't be a big deal.
Yeah, bring it. Bring it, Barba. Maybe it was used to be Barbara, and now they're just upset, and now they're Barba.
What?
Now we're getting
What they named it after
this.
one of their ex-wives or something? One of
Maybe,
the
I don't know.
programmer's ex-wives, Barbara.
Yeah, poor Barbara.
See?
She was just having
Now-
a bad day. That's all.
Don't do another dumb thing like jump into the lava here. There you go.
And technically, I don't need that
Yay!
key because I have the
Save
key.
state. Do another save state.
Yeah. Right.
Save it.
Technically, I have another key. And yes, I do have a save state here where I beat the game already.
Nice.
No, we're not going to wait for this. This is going to take a while.
So did it say you saved me, but your princess is in another castle? Is that what it said?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, see, knockback in here is the worst.
Yeah, these.
Guys
Yeah.
really suck. Yes, okay, we'll do that.
Hey, all right.
One up for me. No, not one up. That means I'm all leveled up.
Yep. Everything from here on up is just a one-up.
Right. Now, Tim, this is where if we don't get the cross part here, you don't see these guys.
Okay.
And this town is abandoned. But like all the other ones, they have the same houses with the layout. You go down into the basement, see the creepy old dude.
The one guy left in the town.
That
Yeah,
creepy
I
old
mean,
dude- that creepy
I don't know
old-
who's making this guy lunch or anything, but
I can give you most powerful magic.
we have everything we need now.
What'd you get?
Thunder!
Ooh.
And, which is really, it's you can't beat the game without it.
Okay.
No.
It's required in
most-
one spot.
You got the most powerful magic.
You can use it in a lot of places because I've tried. It's fun. Just to
Yeah.
zap everything on the screen, but yeah, no, yet the second last. Well, you'll see. Spoiler alert, Chris. Keep people watching to the end.
Yes.
What are you doing? Oh, that's just a house.
Dang, those
I'm just-
ghosts are aggressive.
Just going in all these doors to get away from them. I think I'm going to. This is the scenic route of town that we don't really need to do, though. But I guess we're here now.
Now that I was gonna say now that we're running away from you.
Yeah. I mean, if I owned real estate in this place, I'd be very disappointed. That's right. Fall off the bridge. You weren't there before. Were you?
That's what he's saying every time you get hit. Nope, nope,
Don't.
nope.
Yeah, a lot of grunting here, Tim. Maybe you know, edit this later.
Nope.
No.
Oh, nice way to avoid that.
Yeah, well, probably would have been easier than this stupid cave. I really dislike these invulnerable enemies.
Yeah, let's fire.
Let's do.
Let's fire them.
Yeah, you have to fire them is the only way to beat them. It's obnoxious.
And really a waste of time, to be honest.
So you
Yeah,
just-
and they don't even really give you that great of experience.
Yeah, it's
You
not
kind
worth
of waste
it.
all your magic trying to beat them.
It's not worth it then.
No.
The fire spell might be the most useless spell I think in the game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It doesn't. You don't need it to progress anywhere really. You've been there before.
Oh, Shannon, I don't know if were you on last time where we were talking about how this is almost, could be considered
Yeah,
bound chicka wow
Yeah.
wow.
right.
Yeah, we're having a lot. I mean, for probably gonna need a lot of medication.
Stop by for a while. Wow.
Like, let's be honest. I stopped a while last week, and it burns now.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, if you stop by where everyone just stopping by, then a lot of people have stopped by before. She's had a lot of people over her house. Sorry to say, but
I just noticed that we got Hambo and Johnny in the chat, and we've got Liam in the chat. Hey guys, how's it going?
Nice.
Hey guys,
What's going on?
So we are in the Discord. If you want to come hang out there too, we're just in here chatting in the Let's Play video section. Come hang out here if you guys want.
I mean, if Liam and Hambo on here, the pressure's on. This is big time.
He's like, oh, Liam's like, hey, I can see Chris and Shannon. And then he said, this is when I return the cart to Mr. Video. Probably at some point.
Oh man, right at this point. That
right
that's
probably
rough.
at some point where you died or something is when he probably said that. So
I mean, that'd be pretty rough.
Close.
Like you get it all weekend or whatever. Yeah, I mean, because you purposely go and rent it on the weekends because you get the extra day. They're not open on Sunday or whatever.
oh yeah.
Now you see what we did there. So they're right there. Because we hit that enemy in the pathway, there was another rock throwing bit there with the flying eyeballs. But because we hit the pathway, we go through it. And this is kind of a hack in the game where if you get a random encounter in the right spot, you miss some mandatory parts of the game.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if I've ever done that before, but that's big.
Cool.
All right.
So Liam said he's multitasking, so that's why he's not in the Discord with us. That's cool. And then Hambone said he'll probably jump on maybe later if he can.
I just read in the encyclopedia that this game was originally going to be a spin-off of the first Zelda, but they changed into a sequel.
I always gotta remember I'm not playing, so when the screen goes gray, I have to hit the thing.
Right.
It's not a dark dungeon. It's just I have.
So, also, according to this, it says this game is quite difficult. Well, yeah. The designers saw that there were just a limited number of action games at the time, so they wanted to make one that was playable for as long as possible. That meant they had to design a game that could not easily be beaten.
Yeah.
Gotta love the NES development.
Right. Hey, Sam, what's going on? Sam joined us here in the Discord.
Nice. What's up, Sam?
Now we're cheating a bit. Hey, Sam.
So we got some lurkers in the Discord and lurkers in the in the stream, which is awesome. Lurkers are always welcome. Multitaskers too, Liam. Multitaskers are always welcome.
Apparently, there was a version of this game that was also in development for the Super Nintendo, but it wouldn't have been ready until after the 64 came out. So they ended up canceling it because the people who were working on it were also working on Star Fox 64.
Oh, wow. So I wonder, because they were working on the Super Nintendo one, if that was going to be 16-bit. Well, it would have had to have been, right?
Right, yeah. But I'm wondering if it was just like a version that's Like, was it just like a redone, reskin, 16-bit reskin, or if it was like an actual like new story, like more of a sequel kind of thing? I need somebody to find that missing ROM somewhere, even if it's not complete, just so we
Right.
can know.
That would be cool if they came out with an NSO version of it. And said, if they found a copy and it wasn't too far off being finished and
Yes.
they finished it.
You know what I want? I want that prototype Breath of the Wild that's done in the original Zelda
Oh yeah, yeah. There's that, and
that
then
they use.
they need to hire some of these people out there who made an HD version of this game. Have you seen those?
I don't know if I've seen the HD version of this game.
Yeah, there's like I was looking up something else on Zelda 2 and came across a few screenshots of people saying this is what it would look like if they did like an HD version. Or I think
Right.
there's even like one where there was also a concept for if they did the 2D HD graphics,
Oh yeah,
but for
that'd
Zelda
be
2.
cool.
Wow, how'd you manage that? Just dove right into the
Mad.
cave.
Yep.
Missed out on those enemies. Noxus has joined in too in the stream. Nice to see you, Noxus. Was the goal originally to beat the game without using RTS? Right.
Something like
Liam,
that.
if they were to remake this game, how would you want it to look? Dread-like with slicker graphics, Octopath HD 2D, or change anything?
I wouldn't change anything.
Or a full 3D remake, but with the same map and dungeons?
I think a 2D HD might look kind of cool, but you'd have to change it a little bit. I don't know if you want it quite. I don't know, because the 2D HD looks really good when they're redoing some of the Super Nintendo stuff. But then again, they're doing it for Dragon Quest 3, and that looks amazing.
Yeah.
But that's more of it. But a lot of all the 2D HD stuff is all like RPGs and like turn-based and stuff like that. So I don't know how that would work in an action game.
I would take what they did, kind of like the Zero Mission approach, where obviously they took the first Metroid game, made Zero Mission, and improved on the quality of life stuff, so that it was more approachable. I think that's where
that would probably
this
work.
would need to be. It's like maybe do the 2D HD stuff, but it doesn't have to be. I think they can get away with keeping it like this style. Maybe 16-bit, a little bit better.
Right.
But improve it to where...
Well, this would probably look pretty cool, even if they just, did like a Mario All-Stars kind of,
Yeah, like the 6... Yeah, exactly.
Bump it up to the 16-bit, cleared it up, made it HD.
All right, here.
Because a lot of 16-bit games definitely hold up, so...
No life, hardly any magic, but you made it.
You gonna save
I
it?
made it, so we can
I was gonna say,
from here.
Are you gonna put a save state?
We can put a save state, but we can continue, I think, from here.
Okay.
Well, that's right. I forgot you could do that on the last palace, can't you?
Yeah.
Really?
It just
That's cool.
No. Yeah. So we won't get very far.
Well, maybe after you die and have everything replenished, then save it again.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And there it is.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, at least you don't have to go through those, all those caves, all that stuff again.
That's a little bit nervous there, to be honest with you.
Because, man, then at least you get as many chances to get through here as you need.
Right. Liam said Zero Mission is a great call.
Man, I wish I could find that game at a decent price. Like, I have it on Wii U, but that's,
It's not the same,
it's
right?
not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. I just, man, I love the 3DS, or I mean the 3DS. I do love the 3DS too, but I really love the GBA.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just hoping that I'm really hoping that the Game Boy library from its whole library, not just Game Boy, but all Game Boy Advance as well, it does come to the Switch, and is playable.
Yes.
Like you would be able to play it on the GameCube, you know.
Yep. And now I'm sure this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I would actually get a lot more use out of that than I do the Super Nintendo. Or not the Super Nintendo, sorry. The Nintendo 64 online stuff.
Well, if they would bring certain games to the N64 app, the app, I think it would get a lot more use from people like me who N64 was not their generation.
Right.
So, I mean, I had friends who had it, and we played GoldenEye. It was a lot of party games on N64.
That's what I had, because that's what I had in college, and so has. It's not that it doesn't hold a.
And that's what I mean by certain games.
Just exactly. It's like Mario Kart.
Exactly, you got that, and then when GoldenEye comes, I'm sure that will get a lot of people playing it again.
And we got the Zelda games on there.
Right, but then there's if they could somehow bring some of those wrestling games. I know they can't, but it'd be cool if they could. Like some of the ones that they would look horrible, they would probably play horrible. And not
you know what?
Any way you remember, but still.
It would be kind of fun to play through some of the original Smash Brothers too again.
Yeah.
I mean, I have it. I have it in this. The 64 is hooked up to the CRT behind me, so it's not like it would be hard to do. But yeah.
Liam said he bets Zero Mission will creep back down below 50 in a year or so because Dread just made everything spike.
Yeah, but I feel like Zero Mission was up there a little bit even before Dread. Like, it definitely spiked up more. But yeah, you're probably right. But even 50 is... I mean, if I saw it for 50, yeah, I'd pick it up in a heartbeat right now. But when you think about it... it's still expensive for a GBA game.
I can't remember if I put it in there yet or not. 1 second.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Keep forgetting to do that.
Alright, so I had bought the cases for these for my games because there's a Zero Mission case for it.
nice. Oh, is that from that one? I can't remember the name of the website.
CustomGameCases.com, yeah.
Yeah, I actually picked up Zelda 1 and Adventures of Lake Year cases for my NES carts.
I got those two as well, but I don't have the carts in here right now. But I think they're in a box somewhere. But yeah, there's the Fusion box.
So you got the cases, but didn't put the carts in them.
Yeah, because I got the cases right before I moved, and then I had the games in another container, and then they were already packed. So. Is this in here? Oh yeah, so here's Metroid 2 Return of Samus for the Game Boy.
Oh yes.
I bought this from I think Dat Fast John. So the cart. So
Nice.
I have the cart. That cart is in there. And then I think he made these labels for me to put in here. For the Zero mission and the Fusion.
Nice.
So I was able to, because he was able to make it just like the actual
Yep.
pieces. So that's collecting just so because these, obviously Metroid is my favorite series and all that kind of stuff, but they're not going anywhere unless my kids sell it eventually when they inherit it. It's like, what's this Metroid stuff? All right, can I get any money for it? Here you go.
No, you got to put it right in your will. It's going to be buried with you. You're going to be in your Samus, your full Samus suit.
Yes.
The armor. Holding on to all the cartridges.
Right. Oh, yay, you got the Zelda doll.
Yep.
It's not Zelda, it's a Link.
Sorry,
True.
It is Link, sorry.
Just joking.
I was able to save it. Do a save a little clip of that.
Nice. I was like, careful.
Yeah, no, that's a death that's avoidable.
Right. If you don't pull up from that last dive.
If you don't pull out, that's a very bad method.
There are better ways.
Yeah.
Doggone birds.
Yeah, they're tough.
I hate birds in games.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm self-conscious or not, but I feel like every time I go somewhere, I turn somewhere, I'm like, did I turn the right way? And then I question myself ever, and then, no, I know it. I did the right way.
I'd like to
Those
see
birds
that.
were the Fekaru. Fokkeru.
With an F?
With an
So you
F.
said?
Yeah.
All right. If
Fokker.
you're,
I'd
Fokkeru.
like to see that.
Fokkeru.
I do like to
there's another
see
one, Tim.
that.
I'm not sure how you know to do that, but
Oh my gosh! What the heck?
Yep. I really do like the fact that Chris plays his Zelda games like I do when there's absolutely no reason to sit and fight an enemy on a screen. And yet you destroy everything that you can anyway.
Yes.
I wanted to be totally cool and show everybody how I kill everything, but then knowing how this is going, I like, no, I'm going to be the discretion is the part of valor. I'm going to run instead.
But yet you're still killing almost everything you come across.
It's
even
true.
Even if you jump past it, you go back and finish it off. I like it. All right, here we go.
What's going on? What's happening here? Oh my gosh!
Yep, and this is the hardest boss in the game.
The Thunderbird.
And yes, and he had to actually use the thunder spell to be able to even harm it.
Okay.
So you have to use up most of your magic to use that thunder spell, just so that you can fight him regular.
Wow.
With hardly any magic left.
But okay.
I think you should do a save state here.
He did.
Okay.
Wait, why did you resave it again?
Well, this is after I died.
Okay, gotcha.
So now he's got everything filled up.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Now I got it. All right, bring it on, Thunderbird. Just like no safe place.
There's a lot of bobbing and weaving in this one because every time you hit them, there's more fireballs.
Right.
Yep.
So when he touches you, it doesn't hurt. It's just those fireballs.
Yeah, it's just the fireballs, but then they become more frequent as you hit them.
Right. Run away!
Bob and weave, Tim.
Run away! Run away!
Do some Barry Sanders moves. Oh.
Come on. You got this.
I should have had that one.
Oh, come on. You were robbed.
I think I don't know how I missed the last 2 times.
Yeah, I don't know either.
All right, so yeah, for the sake of everyone watching today, we don't have to redo everything. That was some pro dodging.
Go. Oh. It's so hard because, I mean, yeah, those fireballs are just coming everywhere. They're hard to dodge. Ugh.
Oh.
And don't do that one.
Load!
Well, this is a little awkward now. I connected a while ago and couldn't find my mic cable, so I just was awkwardly lurking this whole time.
We just thought you were being antisocial. No big. No, I'm just kidding.
That's reasonable to assume.
I figured you were like neck deep in the update to Splatoon 3.
Haven't touched it yet.
Isn't today the day with the
Yeah,
salmon?
I think it went live a couple hours ago, right? Or
I
did
think
it
so.
go live as soon as at like midnight?
Oh, actually, I don't know.
The Splatfests
think
always
it went
start at
live.
like not Friday night and run through the weekend.
I feel really bad because I bought that game and I was really hyped for that game and I barely played that game. And not because I don't enjoy it, just because I feel like I already feel behind in the game. And now I've only played it on Splatfest. And then I just feel like that's the one problem with those games. If you're not great, then you feel like you're a burden
Oh yeah.
to your team and everything.
Well, it's
Oh.
definitely more fun when you're playing with people you know too, because
Yeah,
then they're a little bit more forgiving.
forgiving.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah. Hopefully.
And I just got
There
home
we
after
go.
2 weeks on the road, so I haven't touched
Yes.
Splatoon since chill
Oh, that's
season
right.
went live.
Mm.
You were in California, weren't you?
Yep.
All right,
Here we go.
I got one more shot at this. So
I was
There's
trying
It's
to
literally, I actually brought my mic with me because I recorded twice
Right.
while I was out. So I brought my microphone with me and I took it out and hooked it in, but then I couldn't find the USB for it. And it's like a USB A or something, so I only have the one.
Isn't there a
Oh
safe
wow,
place?
this is the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
that's it.
You
Yep,
should be able
That's
to
the
go.
Shadow Link.
Can't you like? There's a spot. I can't remember exactly.
There's
where it
a
is, though, but There's a
spot.
spot where you could just like crouch and swing, and you'll get them.
Yeah,
But I don't.
but
I can't remember
yeah.
exactly where it is.
this is we're not doing that.
Oh, okay.
We're doing it real.
All right. I like this.
I can't. I know the way you're talking about. You literally just sit there.
Yeah.
No, we're making that. This is a dance, Shannon.
I like it. Hey.
For real.
And it says to defeat Dark Link, Link can run all the way to the left of the screen, crouch, and just keep
That's
stabbing
right.
towards Dark Link.
That's
Yeah,
how
no.
I cheesed it, I'm sure.
No, not. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
Make this interesting and maybe drag it out a bit longer, I guess.
Right?
Hmm.
Sure.
Make it a worthy finale.
Yes.
I wonder how would they program this fight? Like if because there's really doesn't seem to be just it just seems to be more random than
And I feel like there should be dialogue here. Like, I want to trash talk the shit out of this guy. Sorry, Mike. Like, listen, he stares me down for a minute. Like, you know what?
Look
Mother-
at Yep.
Come on.
yeah,
Do
right.
it.
It does seem like he takes certain reactions to each
Uh-huh.
player input, and that's why he'll just stand still when you do.
When you do.
Right.
Right.
There's a lot of Mega Man bosses that behave a little bit like that. Like they're kind of random, but they'll also react to certain things.
Nice.
Let's see if I find anything about that. Dark Link developer notes.
See, that's the one that really bugs me is that when I turn around, he takes advantage of me. Listen, buddy.
You gotta take him for
Go
a drink
back and
first.
stab at me. And fight you like a man. Fight you
We
like a
should at
man.
least take you to dinner.
Yeah, take you out for dinner and a drink
Right?
first. Jeez.
I could just sit here and crouch and stab you at you, but I'm not doing that. I got more respect for you than that. All right?
Oh man.
Let's see, Dark Link.
This is the kind of stuff you only get in the Nintendo Twitch channel, too, by the way.
That's right.
Great plug.
Well, actually, we use Restream, so we're on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. So you're millions of people are watching you, Chris.
Swear at a 35-year-old video game. All right, buddy.
Trying to find if there's any Dark Link developer notes. Hambone says no pressure. No pressure.
All right.
Let's go here, see if that has anything on the
I say you can't tell if you paused it or not.
Nope, I didn't. I'm composing myself, and he's decided to watch me do it. Like, all right, that's how it's going to be.
And
Right.
I hear the Pokemon Stadium announcer in my head. You know, they're staring each other down.
Kind of waiting for someone to do some commentary, some blow-by-blow commentary, to be honest. No corner man or anything like this isn't boxing where we can like, listen, use a drink break or something.
Okay, one more. Next hit wins. You or him.
No
I
pressure.
like those odds. I like those odds.
No,
There's him.
Oh man.
you're not
Ooh,
supposed to
there's
talk.
that.
You're not supposed to talk. No talking from you.
Yeah. Now we got that. We got that laugh. That okay. Now where was I? Where did I hear it? That's the same sample as something else. That same sound sample of him laughing. Was it in Plock, right?
No, that's a different one. That's
Oh, I'm thinking a different
that's
one.
the one I always catch. The one in the Plock boss theme. You can definitely hear the same symbol in X-Men Arcade's Revenge on Wolverine's stage. The clowns laugh the exact same way.
I was going to say he's Bald Bull from Punch-Out, which, if you listen to the last... I don't know if it's live yet, actually. The Super Punch-Out episode of On Topic Retro, where we learned Charles Martinet did the voices of the fighters.
I don't think that's out yet. Little sneak peek. Nice.
Yep, there you go. I'm just full of plugs today. I'm also not getting...
Yeah, I don't even know that yet.
No, what? I missed it. I was reading something. What did he say? What did he say?
You have to wait. You have to wait now.
You have to listen to On Topic Retro episode 20.
You have to catch up on the Harvest Moon one first.
That's right. That's actually next up in my playlist.
Yeah, it was... So Super Punch, it was Flightsy and Will and I.
Does that mean it's a really long episode?
It was pretty long, actually, yeah.
Was it longer, though, than when we did our Xenoblade 3 episode?
I don't think so.
That was like over 3 hours, I think.
Yeah, no, we weren't that long. We were done by midnight. So I'm pretty sure it was only 2 something.
All right. Still.
Shannon Liam is asking, do you have any strong feelings on any of the games for the Retro Logic Awards for 1992?
I haven't had the chance to really dig in.
Okay. I can pull up that list for you if you want.
Best handheld is probably the most contested, it seems.
Yeah, because there's some with Kirby and stuff on there, right?
Yeah, Kirby's Dream Land. You got 2 of the Mega Man games.
But you also got
Mario Land 2.
Mario Land 2 is going to be hard to beat.
Unpopular opinion, I didn't like Mario Land 2.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna spit on the game that gave us Wario?
I actually just played through.
Not liking it very much isn't what I would call spitting on it, but
I love the fact that you can go to the different worlds, mini worlds, whatever you want to call them, in whatever order you want. And I over Halloween, I think it was, I was like, oh yeah, there's a Halloween themed world in that game. So on Halloween, I picked it up and I played through that world, then ended up playing through the game.
Well, I'm also campaigning for Avenging Spirit on the Game Boy. That is a game I discovered through Virtual Console that I enjoyed a lot. And I actually think it's better than the arcade original version.
So yeah,
really?
Speaking of that, you've got a group of games for the Game Boy, then there's a group of games Super Nintendo, Genesis, and NES, and TurboGrafx.
Yeah,
Sega
everything
CD,
just kind of right there.
TurboGrafx CD, and then what's the GG for again?
Game Gear.
Game Gear. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
What's on the Super Nintendo list?
Link to the Past.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's my favorite
Yeah,
game.
That's the only one that matters, right?
Duh.
Right. That's gonna be a hard one to beat for sure.
I don't know. Dan will pick some other random game and try to campaign for it.
There's no Kirby on that.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't know.
like his-
I don't
like
know.
his Sonic
He
last
said
year.
something about Sonic 2, and I'm like, there's
Yeah,
just
he
nothing
tried to
talk
pull
about here.
Sonic above like Super Mario World or something like that last year, and I was like, oh come on, no.
I'm not gonna stand for that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's Link to the Past, Super Mario Kart, Joe and Mac, Legend of Mystical Ninja, Street Fighter 2, Mario Paint, Turtles in Time, Final Fantasy.
I forgot about Mystical Ninja.
That's a good game too.
The sequels are even better. It's a shame they didn't get localized.
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Soul Blazer, Contra 3, The Alien Wars, Fatal Fury 2, Hook, Super Smash TV, and Super Star Wars.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, there's some good games on there, but Link to the Past is. I mean, come on. Even though
I asked for Super Smash TV and Super Star Wars, but I'm like, Link to the Past.
Got Mystic Quest right there.
Nice. Then there's in the Game Boy category, there's Kirby's Dream Land, Super Mario Land 2, Mega Man 2, Wave Race, Yoshi, Super Off-Road, Mega Man 3, Avenging Spirit.
So Avenging Spirit sounds familiar. What kind of game is it
Avenging
again?
Spirit, man. You play as a ghost, and you actually just possess different enemies. Like any enemy in the game except for bosses, you can basically take control of them, and they all have unique abilities.
So it's kind of like
and
Mario
every time you die, every time you die, you go back into ghost form, and you slowly lose health until you can steal another enemy body. That's really cool. I just got confirmation my limited run special edition of it shipped.
Nice.
It's the first thing I ever ordered from Limited Run is Avenging Spirit on the Game Boy. The cartridge glows in the dark. That's why I did it.
Oh, that's why it sounds familiar. Yeah. I remember seeing it on their website.
Yes!
Hey!
Yay!
You did it.
Only 3 tries.
But there's only one triangle. Where's the other 2?
Oh, just give it a minute.
That's actually a complete Triforce. It has the usually
there
missing
it
fourth
is.
piece.
Gotcha. There it is. It's split up.
Now you can wake up the original Princess Zelda.
Yep. And she's like, "Who the hell are you?"
Isn't
Although,
this
I guess
technically
she's
at like
not-
the end of the timeline, right?
Your princess.
Well,
is
yeah, I
another
guess
tra- another
if
castle.
she's... Yeah, if she was be the original Princess Zelda, though, she would have to be the Princess Zelda from... Well, I guess I was going to say Skyward Sword, but she wouldn't be, because this is after... I feel like this takes place after...
Brown Chicka Wow.
Yeah, the original Zelda takes place in like really far on one of the branches of the timeline. I think.
Yeah, it's like after... the
Well, because he's
refounding of
already
Hyrule
Ganon in that one.
after...
right?
Yeah, because it's... He takes... Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's even after the... After Wind Waker and the refounding of Hyrule. The new Hyrule.
I think that's
whatever.
just a separate branch.
Okay, could be. I don't know anymore. Doesn't really matter.
It's in the
Doesn't
Hyrule
really matter.
Historia, isn't it? I have to go get it.
Yeah, but I'd have to go into the other room to get that. I just have the encyclopedia here. That just says it takes place after the first one. Same Link, different Zelda.
Okay, there we go. I got it back down. So there is a timeline in here, right?
So now I've
Yeah.
Yeah, so Adventure of the Link is currently the furthest point in the Hyrule's Decline and the Last Hero branch of the timeline, where Link loses. The hero is defeated.
Okay.
I feel Chris,
Era of
like
Decline.
you should be pouring that. You should be pouring that drink over top of your head.
I'm going to
So- That one, that branch after Ocarina of Time is A Link to the Past,
Whoops.
then Oracle of Seasons and Ages, then Link's Awakening, then The Legend of Zelda, then Adventure of Link.
Okay, yeah.
So it's really like everything before Ocarina, everything that released before Ocarina of Time, almost in reverse order, taking place after it.
Right.
That is crazy.
It's not quite. Oracle's
Well, I
after,
mean,
yeah.
That's because there was no timeline at that point. So
Yeah.
the only connection was these two games had the same link. And then wait, this is the same. Is this the same link as Link's Adventure? Or I mean, sorry, not Link's Adventure, Link's Awakening.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I
But
thought.
Link's Awakening is kind of a weird scenario that doesn't connect to anything because of how it resolves.
Right, but the fact that if it's the same link as this one, and it's the same link then in the Oracle games.
Yes.
So is it the link with the most that makes the most appearances? 5 games? I would think.
So actually, no, because what I'm looking at, and this is the scan from Historia.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. It says it's part of the
There is
Era of Light and
whole
Dark.
era. Yeah, there's a whole era that passes in between Link's Awakening and the Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
called
okay.
The Golden Era. So
Yeah, it's been a while since I looked at that quote-unquote official timeline.
So I guess there's undisclosed number of generations in between those links.
Okay.
See, the fun part about this game is that when you beat Super Mario Brothers, the original, it makes the game more difficult when you want to do it again. Here, I've still remained all my power levels.
Yeah. It's like New Game Plus.
Yeah, and I have all my spells still. So all I have to do is go and put... If I really want to play again, I just have to put all the crystals back in. You can really get through about 5 of them without even dying once if you really do it well. Because you're just so overpowered.
Yeah.
Except when you do that.
Oh, when you do that.
You're OP until that.
Yeah.
He's
not too OP for falling into water.
For falling into water by getting hit by a bubble.
Right. The most dangerous game.
The most dangerous enemy in this game are the dreaded bubbles.
I mean, they killed me.
Ganon, it's not Dark Link, it's Bubbles.
That's right.
It killed me twice in the last stream, so let's be honest.
That's right.
The Oracle series is part of the era of Light and Dark as well.
Yeah. I remember that. The fact that that's a continuation. So even still, that Link has got to be one of the more...
Well, it's like it goes from
numerous
the
games,
Oracle
right?
series right into Link's Awakening. 'Cause it says Link was in the midst of journeying back to Hyrule by boat after finishing his training. During the voyage, he was caught up in a storm that sank his ship.
Alright, so I got it backwards. I was thinking the Oracle games were right after Link's Awakening, but they are
They're right before.
right before. Man, those games are good too. I just need somebody to
That's what I
freeze
was
time
wanting.
so I could go through and replay every Zelda game.
That's what I wanted, and somebody asked a question about what's the next collection I would want, and that's the
Yes.
Capcom Legend of Zelda games in a collection.
Yeah, the Oracle games, Minish Cap. Absolutely.
Because I'm becoming
I'd also
competitive with
I also
these, that's the game. It's not Minish Cap, it's Ocarina of Time, where he tried it and couldn't get anywhere, and I held it over his head for a long time, which was disappointing because I really wanted him to like it.
yeah.
Wow, this is interesting in regards to Link's Awakening. Link successfully gathered the instruments of the sirens, standing before the egg in which the windfish slept. I guess this is spoilers in case you want to play Link's Awakening. The hero was forced to make a bitter decision. The only trace of Kahalant Island's existence now remained in Link's memories, and the awakened windfish flew off into the sky. Though Link the hero had once rescued Hyrule, it came to pass that he was also responsible for the annihilation of the dream world. He set sail on another voyage, and his further whereabouts are unknown.
That's where he can't deal with the fact that he did that, and so what we don't know yet is that he drives himself to be he actually becomes Ganon.
Oh,
After doing that, he turns to the dark side, and
that's crazy. You're talking crazy stuff now.
hey, it can't be any crazier than most of the stuff and
But
trying
yeah,
to figure out the lore.
It goes from that into the Golden Era, and then the Era of Decline, which is the Adventure of Link, and then the what you're playing now.
This is Adventures of Link.
Yep. Yep. So it starts in the golden era and then
Oh.
starts the decline and goes into the Adventure of Link and then the Legend of Zelda. Backwards. So backwards.
Well, what I'm still trying to figure out, I suppose, is the fact that we either need to.
Wait, then it goes back to the Adventure of Link. That's crazy.
I need to look at that again. Like, is Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? I mean, we know it's the same.
We're sure it's not Tears of the Kingdom, though.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Nintendo's confirmed. It's Tears. Stop it.
And so then, but the Hyrule Warriors, the second one of those, the Breath of the Wild one,
Yeah, the Age of
they
Wonders.
they completely changed the timeline. So is Tears of the Kingdom a continuation of that, or did we get another off branch?
Guess we'll have to find out. We'll wait and find out.
What, in like
They need a graphic novel.
six short months?
Yes. They need a graphic novel to
I'll-
tie the two together.
Heck
all
yeah.
these games together. Yeah, so
What they
in
need
the
to
book-
do is like they need to create like a crisis situation like DC does for their comics every so often and just
That's
reset
what-
the
that's what
timeline
they're doing
completely.
now. That's what Tears of the Kingdom is going to be. It's only the middle. It's like the Empire version of Legend of
Oh.
Zelda.
And Henry Cavill will cameo somewhere in there, I think, because he won't be Superman anymore.
I know, what the heck? He's not gonna be in Witcher anymore. Now he might not be in Superman after all. What the heck's going on?
Well, and what's it called? Jason Momoa won't be Aquaman; he'll be Lobo.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff, and I think James Gunn tried to put some fires out, but didn't really do it.
Yeah.
It's
We'll see what
only-
happens.
It's only getting started.
It can't get any worse than what it is. So
But I mean, the thing is, some people like it, and they're angry that they're going to reboot it all because that seems to be where they're going.
well, they're not exactly continuing it anyway.
No,
So
so I
Yeah,
guess
they
I
screwed
don't
it
know what
up
people
towards the
expected.
end because they kept flip flopping and everything. They just didn't.
Yep.
They just didn't ride it out and go with the flow.
And they're not-
different.
they're not continuing the Snyderverse either. So
Right. Well, I think
Right.
the problem was the execs got in the way. It was like, oh,
Go on.
the louder side was the people who were probably like Marvel fans who wanted to see DC be on par with Marvel. And so you had execs kind of, pulling the strings there, but like, yeah, we want it to be just like Marvel. You need to do this, that, and another thing. So stop what you're doing over here, Zach, and do this.
if you remember when Iron Man and the MCU started, they didn't freak out when the Hulk didn't do so well, and
Right.
they didn't panic when Thor 2
Right.
wasn't great. They
Right.
just kept going,
Just kept going, yeah. Just kept going.
and eventually it grew into something great. And that DC never did that. They just said failure and let's start over. And
Right.
it's disappointing.
yeah, I saw that Black Adam's already going to be on HBO Max like next week.
Sweet. Oh,
So, which is
Watch it
great
then.
because I never got around to seeing it in theaters. So
yeah, same here.
Yeah.
apparently, us and pretty much everybody else.
So what I was noticing in the book, like I was saying, there's the in the era of decline. It starts off talking about the adventure of Link, and then obviously there's details, and then it goes into the adventure of Link, then the Legend of Zelda, and then
Two
back
hit.
to the adventure of Link.
That's weird. I gotta see that.
And so it has details about that. And then about Princess Zelda 1 being asleep at the altar. So they mark it as Princess Zelda 1.
Well, I suppose even in Skyward Sword, she wasn't technically a princess, was she? She was just headmaster's daughter / student / goddess. Oh, sorry, spoilers.
That's kind of a rank above princess, isn't it?
I suppose it would be, wouldn't it?
Destruction of Hyrule was in the Adventure of Link. So after The Legend of Zelda, even after defeating Ganon, Link remained in the kingdom and lent a hand to the reconstruction efforts. However, this was all for naught, as the land of Hyrule was again laid to waste by Ganon's underlings in a plot to resurrect him.
I think that took place. I think that's where the cartoon series takes place, right?
Looks like it.
In the
Me, princess.
That's
And,
I think that takes place in the darkest timeline.
yeah, right.
Princess Zelda 1 asleep at the altar. Link and Impa arrived before an unopened chamber in the North Castle. Link pressed his crest against the door, and it opened with a clatter. The room within...
Pressing your crest against the door sounds like something dirty.
Bow chicka wow wow. Mark the Merchant says, "How's it going?" Some of you are louder than others. Yeah, some of us because we might be talking away from our mic too. So
Yeah, I'm a little far from mine.
Mark says the cartoon doesn't exist.
I'm
Oh no,
recording
come on
this-
now. As bad as it is, I loved every second of it as when it was on originally. And you got to remember, none of the cartoons we had back then were all that good, really. They were all just money grabs.
So Link, having obtained the Triforce of Courage, used the Triforce power to awaken Princess Zelda 1 from her slumber. He thus prevented Ganon's resurrection and restored peace to the land. That's what we saw. That's the Adventures of Link at the end there, and then it goes to Ocarina of Time. Era of the Hero
Great
of Time.
game.
The Child of Era. The Child Era. So Ocarina of Time and the Majora's Mask. That's the Child's Era.
So remember how
Thank
much
you to
trouble
Liam in
this
the
gave
chat.
you?
Is Liam still there for my N64 controller that's coming on the way, by the way?
Oh, did he get one for you?
He did, because I was I was pretty angry when I went on the last time it was on sale, and I just
Right.
profanity laced everything in Discord. So he was like, "I got one, and I don't really want it." So,
Nice.
Bob, shout out to Liam. Thank you.
I don't have any of them. I don't have the Super Nintendo one, the Nintendo one, nothing.
I
I was lucky because of being at the store and they had them there, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm here. I don't have to have it shipped. I'll just get one.
Yep. That's if I had been in that situation, I would have done the same thing.
both knowingly know it's a cash grab. Still went for
Totally.
it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine. But I want 'em.
And I got it for GoldenEye once that comes out. That's why I got it.
Yeah.
Well, and I also got
For
it
the-
because Mario Party, if we were going to play it, but
Oh, right.
at the Extra Life event, but ended up that we had 4 controllers anyway, so I didn't need to open it. Mark says he's got the SNES one, and I was thinking about picking that one up too, but I figured I'd just wait for that one because Super Nintendo
Yeah.
is my favorite, nostalgia-wise.
I'll plug
Right.
the-
Yeah, mine too.
I'll plug the 8-bit do version though for the SNES. I didn't buy the official one, but I did have
that
an
8-bit
old
do
one.
one is nice. That's why I think I got hesitant too, because I was thinking of picking.
Well, I have the 8-bit do like whatever SN plus
The first
whatever. No, the Pro version,
Pro. Oh,
Pro Plus, whatever. So not the newest, but the one before that.
okay.
And I love it, and so that's why I've held off. But Chris, you actually bought the converter
I bought the
kit,
conversion
right?
kit. Yeah. I
Yeah.
had an old-
So you're actually using an original Super
Yep.
Nintendo controller. Yeah,
Right.
I've been wanting to do that, but I also really been looking at picking up the Game Boy operator, and then I know that they're also working on a Super Nintendo operator, and that's going to be sweet.
Yeah, the conversion kit was really easy, and I'm not John that fast, in ability of repairing and stuff like that, but it was pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
So child era goes into the Twilight era. So that's of course Twilight Princess. That's one I didn't play.
Is actually a really good game. It really is. It's not top by any stretch of imagination, but it's actually a really, really good game. And I wish it didn't get some of the crap it gets.
Then it goes into
I mean,
Shadow era.
I still don't get why people give Phantom Hourglass so much crap.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Phantom
love
Hourglass
Phantom
is
Hourglass. I love that
that's
game.
a great game too. Yeah, that's true too.
That
I mean,
was-
I won't say it's my favorite Zelda game, but I had a
No.
lot of fun with it.
Yep.
Yep, I
loved,
agree.
I loved the some of the gimmicks in it for sure. It was a lot of fun, like the closing this DS to transpose something from the map.
Do you know how
What's
long
that
it took me to figure that out though?
I guess that's why people are just still mad about that. Maybe they never
Yeah.
figured it out.
Maybe they did
Maybe
it.
they
and
never
this game is
figured it out. And
broken.
they're like, oh, this game doesn't work. You can't.
I think I
You
figured
can't
it out
use
by
the map.
accident because I was like, I think I closed it because I was gonna suspend it or something, and then
Yeah,
I opened
there was
it
a
back
part
up
where
to
you
check something, and it was like it did something. And I was like, oh wait, I figured it out by
there's a
accident.
part where you have to like blow into the microphone or something too, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and that took me a while.
It
too.
used every part of the DS, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Like I said, all the gimmicks. But it was I loved it. Between that and
I
Spirit
think
Tracks, I liked them.
the only game that leaned
liked
harder
Phantom
into
Hourglass
the
a little better.
DS, and I guess this is why I like it so much, is The World Ends With You. And that's even weirder because it wasn't even a first-party game.
Yeah.
I haven't played that.
It used the mic, it used Street Pass, it used sleep mode, it used
Used all the
touchscreen
gimmicks.
for everything. Yeah.
Chris, remember
It
how
wasn't even
difficult this
Nintendo.
was the last
Yes.
time you streamed? Took
See,
like
this is the
6
thing.
tries to get through Death
This is
Mountain.
the thing. Now that I'm super overpowered, I'm just gonna murder everything.
Exactly.
I'll
Avenging.
I'll
You
probably
mean now that you've warmed up?
remurder things.
Yeah,
Not
right.
too warmed
Yeah,
up,
just
yeah.
warmed up.
You're
This
just
is
getting
like the-
started.
This is the avenging spirit right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I actually thought about streaming the game from the version where I already beat it, and then I was just the solo. I would be able to do this. I thought, yeah, I'll get through it much faster this way. But then people will know. I don't know, my integrity, whatever you want to call it.
So now that you've done this, I assume this means Tim's ready to give his run a try.
Haha, no, I'm good, thanks.
We're here for you, Tim.
So this is interesting. It goes from the Twilight era to the Shadow era, which is the Four Swords Adventures. Yeah, Four Swords Adventures. And
I need
then-
another. We need that game to be
Yes, that
like
game.
with online.
Yes, it should be an
co-op,
NSO
'cause
thing, for sure.
I love that game. That's actually one of the GameCube games I played.
You get together
like,
with 3 other
a lot.
friends and just go to town.
Well, no, but that was the problem though. I didn't know anybody else with a Game Boy.
No, I'm saying if it comes to NSO,
Oh yeah.
and like either this version
Yeah.
or a new Four Swords.
Yeah, because I
I'll
never
do-
actually got to play that game in anything other than single player.
I'll do another stream of Four Swords if they do that.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh.
were talking about that on the last Retro Logic episode with regards to Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Just how difficult it
Yeah.
was to actually experience that multiplayer.
Yes.
Because that
even
was
though
all.
it was really cool.
But it was that what you guys were talking about? All being on one screen though.
No, that was on 4 separate screens.
Yeah, but there was something I thought where everybody had to look at the
Oh,
same screen. or
that's
something.
Superstar. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Superstar Ultra did that, where you could actually download play and play the whole game multiplayer. It's just you only had one DS screen to look at.
Right. Yes, that's right.
Because it wasn't, you couldn't download the whole game, right?
Right.
But it basically turned the second DS into a controller.
See,
player
Shannon, this
two.
is where I go into every part of the Death Mountain and I murder everything because, like,
Well, you gotta clear it all out, right?
This is like
don't-
Tarantino level. I'm violent, and yeah, I'm killing everything just because.
Like,
It's fun.
I don't even need this stuff, and
I don't even need it.
I
Nope.
don't even need it. I'm
I'll
just taking
kill
out
you
everything.
just because you looked at me the wrong way.
You're killing their wife, their children.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
You're
This is
Anakin. You're Anakin with the Sand People right now.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to the Jedi Temple. I'm killing younglings and everything. I'm taking them all down.
Listen, I was just gonna do the Sand People, but you're taking it all out.
I don't, because there's too much joy, I guess, in it.
This is where you find out that that Link was actually killed and Dark Link took his place.
Yep. This is a fever nightmare.
We're just gonna invent our own lore.
I mean, maybe he'll get tired and go to a slot concert later.
Oh, interesting. The Wind Waker comes in after the adult era, Ocarina of Time, which is interesting. But then comes in the era without a hero. So Ganondorf is resurrected in that era without a hero, and since Link didn't appear, the gods decided to seal Hyrule away, and then that's why we got Wind Waker, because they flooded the world, sinking Ganondorf and Hyrule to the bottom of the ocean and sealing them away.
Man, someday they need to do something so that we can actually explore Hyrule in that part of the Wind Waker.
See, further to your Dark Lake theory, Shannon, I don't go back and save the child or save the miracle medicine, whatever.
See, that's right.
I just let them all die. So,
Yep.
yeah, I probably am evil here.
That lady doesn't get a drink of water.
Nope.
She dies
She's
of thirst.
thirsty. Yep.
She dies. Right, she dies of thirst.
That
lady-
too?
Yeah,
don't
that
know about
lady
that.
doesn't get her mirror. She doesn't get her mirror.
Yep, they all
So-
die.
They all die. She doesn't
They all
have a mirror,
die
so she
somehow.
dies.
So, I got mine, and I don't need any more.
That's right.
I just feel like killing people. Wow. I'm having too much fun with this now. Not even the bowls can stop me. But
Well, I mean,
well, they can.
at least they can't knock you off anything here.
Yeah, there's nothing there. This is almost Terminator Zelda, where you're so strong and you don't really care about anything else. You're just primary objective.
There's a large chunk of these pages there that outline Wind Waker, so that's definitely an important piece of their history.
And that's such a good game too. Especially the HD version.
Let's see, Mark says, I'm still angry with Wii U version of Amazing Mirror didn't take advantage of the tablet to recreate the multiplayer.
I haven't played the Wii U version. I don't even know that I played much of the original.
He also wants to know, where does the Zelda Game & Watch happen?
The new one? or
Right.
or the original. There's also that old watch, the old like literal watch
The old one, he said.
that. Oh yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, I think so the original Zelda Game & Watch takes place during the events. Nice.
That's so cool. I love it.
During I love that. I love it. It takes place during the events of Link Between Worlds. So Link goes into the painting state, gets sucked in a little bit of a warp or something, and ends up having to do the events of the original Game & Watch while he's in that painting form. That's why he looks like a stick figure.
Yeah, okay.
So I just stopped here.
There you go.
I subconsciously went right to the third palace and skipped the second one completely.
You can do that, though. You don't need it.
I was
Do
reading
you?
somewhere that there was one strategy for leveling up was that somebody went through the game. They would defeat the boss, but not put the crystal in and just walk backwards. Finish them all and then go back and put the crystals all in after they leveled up sufficiently. So that only the top 6 were left.
Mm.
But it means you have to go to every castle, then walk backwards out of them.
I don't know that that's worth it. Because you're going to end up leveling fully up by the end of the game if you're playing.
Yeah, if you saw the way I did it, I was not doing that.
Right. Although I have to tell you, when I watched you play the first time, you were, I think it might have been the second palace, and you were, after you defeated the boss, you had like less than 100 or something like that points away from leveling up. And I was like, no, don't put the crystal in. Go back and
Right.
Farm that, get that, and then go put the crystal in and get a second one.
Yeah.
But you were not hearing me telepathically.
Sorry, our spiritual connection just wasn't working. Yeah, like in the first palace, that's why I kill everything. And not because I'm a sociopath, but because I really want those experience points.
That's right.
Yeah, I think they made a game about that. It's called Undertale.
I've never played Undertale.
I've never played Undertale.
It's a whole thing about experience points and the twist at the end.
All right.
That's fair. Because that's when killing everything. Shan's right. Like I will go back, and it seems a little bit like it seems kind of counterintuitive. Like,
you don't even need that. You went back and got that magic vase, and your magic was full.
I know.
Habits die hard.
I do the same thing, though. I do the same thing.
I feel like
I'm playing.
Like when my mom told me I had to clean my room before I left it, and if I wanted to go somewhere in the summertime, like, no, I got to clean up after myself.
That's right. I mean, I do the same thing. I'll go back across the room, like in Link's Awakening or something, and pick up a heart or just like a heart refill. And I'm like, I have full life. Why did I do that?
I earned that heart, damn it.
That's right. Or pick up a bomb drop, and you're like, in the original Zelda, and I'm like, what? I have full bombs. Like, I don't know why I did that.
Some of those habits just die hard, or maybe it's an OCD thing. Usually, every time I play Mega Man X, and I get the helmet, which lets you break these little certain blocks you can break with your head when you get it.
Okay.
The room where you get it is full of them, and I always break every single one, even though there's no point in doing so.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just
it's a compulsion
stuff.
for sure. Yeah. See, the thing is, if you don't get knocked by the bubbles, because every time you now you're one up. I could be playing for hours and get to Palace 4 or 5 on the original 3 lives. Now, also having to do this a long time because I've been using Rewind, but thanks to Tim, not thanks to Tim. Tim's the only reason we did the stream, so very much thanks to Tim for helping me put this on. I was going to say, is Tim still there? Did we lose Tim?
No,
Nope.
he's still there.
He's still there.
He's digging into the timeline.
Yeah, there's this huge chunk of the Wind Waker and goes into the Phantom Hourglass and all that. So it's like big chunk of Zelda history.
Oh, taken out by a slime.
Yeah, I just got too cocky there. That's all.
And plus, Mark and Liam keep going back and forth. It's kind of funny in the chat here.
What are they saying?
Let's see. Liam said, "I had no idea the Zelda Game & Watch is canon." Right, and Mark said, "I don't think it actually is." And then Liam says,
it is.
I want to believe. Mark says, "Well, too bad." And then Liam says, "Don't crush my dreams."
Do you doubt our panel of experts?
And then Mark says, "Don't tell me what to do." Liam says, "Okay, deal." And then Mark says, "Wait, so what's actually going on in this game?"
I'll tell you, if I have given Zelda information, it is true.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say that right there.
Shannon says it. It is.
Oh yeah, no. You can take that.
Yeah. The science is settled.
Yep. I mean, you don't doubt Sam about anything Mega Man related, so
no.
Don't doubt me when it comes to Zelda.
Marvel Comics or Zelda, you don't.
Yeah, that's right. Marvel Comics or Zelda.
Unless he's talking about Namor rights or film rights, then we might.
Yeah, I know. I got that wrong.
We might have.
But I called myself out on it.
You did, yeah. To your credit.
To be fair.
Yeah. It's all good. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. See, that might be even more useless because I had like a sliver gone. But no, I want to have this shot. Just because.
100%. Now you just did that one just because you knew. we were all watching to see if you were going to do it.
Now I'm doing it on purpose. All right.
And it was really planning on filling that entire column before putting bricks anywhere else.
Yeah, well, I feel like every time, because they will put a key up on that pedestal in the next one, and it seems like every time there's space above you, they're like, I'm gonna drop a brick on your head.
That's right. Like, it's almost as if the game is trying to kill you.
Yeah, almost.
And now we know that it really was, because they didn't want to make the game too easy and short.
Right.
Because there weren't very many action games. That's the only reason. I'm thinking the Nintendo's full of action games, but anyway.
We're not going to lodge this one to death.
Man, that used to take like 50 hits.
We were counting them the first time. I don't know if Tim didn't like Tim was like, come on, Chris, move on already. I don't know if he didn't like me stopping to kill all of them, but Yeah, we counted.
You needed the experience back
I
then.
can't. And again, in Palace 1, I kill everything. Again. Because I might be borderline sociopathic.
By the way, Mark says he doubts all of us. I doubt
What?
you all so much.
Oh, Mark!
And I have
Wow.
zero faith in y'all. I mean, he died to a spine. That's what he said, spine.
Slime?
It might have meant
Say-
slime. Yeah, slime, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Why does the
Let-
Zelda
let-
wiki say that the game isn't canon?
because
Well,
the Zelda
you can
wiki
tell-
is made by people that obviously didn't realize that it is.
Yeah, I mean, you're really
Tell
gonna
people-
trust the Zelda wiki over us? I mean, come
You
on.
gonna
Right.
trust the internet?
Yeah.
Come on.
They probably
Exactly.
got bought out by fandom or something.
Fake
That's what's
news.
happening
That's
to all
right.
the
Fake
wikis.
news.
Exactly. But wait, isn't the Zelda one independent? Didn't they say?
Oh, it might be.
I think aren't they the ones who said that they didn't like.
I mean, there's several. There's several that have made a point about it. Yeah.
Being independent. Oh, that's
I
50
just-
points you can't get back, or is it
No.
100 in that one? I can't remember
That
now.
might be 100, actually.
Yeah,
I mean, you can doubt me, but you can't doubt Shannon. I don't know what Mark's saying here.
that's right.
Come on. I swear to God, as a like a 12-year-old boy, I thought I invented that move, where I slash down like that.
All right.
Yeah, I thought like no one's doing that. I'm the only one out there doing this, and of course, once I pulled my own head out of my own ass.
Right. 2 hits. He can't even get his second helmet off. You took
Nope.
him out.
No, Tim thought that was wild. How there were all these helmets flying around.
Right.
Oh yeah. It was
I mean,
ridiculous.
he's wearing a helmet under his helmet.
It was ridiculous.
Right?
That's called being prepared.
That's right.
I might be overthinking it, Sam.
I always thought it would be cool if they went in 2 different paths here. One game where you actually play as Zelda. I thought would be kind of cool if they did a game where you play as Zelda. And I know we all speculated that might be the case in Zelda in this Breath of the Wild 2, but it doesn't look
Look like it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Uh,
you sort of kind of do in Phantom Hourglass.
Yes.
Yeah,
true.
technically.
Yeah.
And
Spirit
you
Tracks
can
also
in
too.
obviously the Hyrule Warrior games, but also in the Super Nintendo kind of remake of
Yeah, full.
the original Zelda, you can actually play as Zelda.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm finding it
but I
interesting
mean
that I
as a
still
full
kept.
game, just
Well, yeah, but then you could as a full game
cool.
in that.
Legend of Zelda.
But, yeah.
Zelda's
I mean,
Awakening.
if they ever do another like playable Zelda, I would actually hope that it's just like a co-op game, a co-op like game with a heavy emphasis on teamwork, where Link and Zelda both have special abilities and have to work together to solve puzzles and stuff.
So you want It Takes Two Zelda.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there we go. That works. I'll take it. So, or the other one
It's
is,
just-
you know how there's always either 100 years or 1,000 years, of time that passes. Mainly it's been 100 years, but I thought it'd be interesting to see the Legend of Zelda in a modern time frame.
Well, I mean, we got the Master Cycle already. If you saw the
Right.
concept art for Breath of the Wild, there was going to be like aliens in it.
Yeah,
Heck, there are
Which is-
aliens in Majora's Mask, technically.
right.
I think
Wow.
I
It's
think
kind of wild.
I think Zelda and Metroid are linked in some way because of that. Because I felt a lot.
You
of
think they're
Chozo-
linked?
Yes, I think they're linked.
I got that too.
I see what you did there.
Oh.
So
I think
speaking,
there's
going
a lot
back
of
to
Chozo heavy stuff in Breath of the Wild. That's what I was thinking. You know.
well, going back to my talking about
So,
randomizer.
so
at the beginning,
Chozo are
there's
Chozo are just evolved loft wings. That's what brings it all full circle.
Oh.
They're highly evolved loft wings.
Whoa.
Flew into space and built a civilization.
Somebody
that's
actually
what it-
made a randomizer where they connected Super Metroid and Link to the Past, and that's all randomized, and you actually go back and forth between the games, and you can find items that you need for the other game in the other game. So like you could find you might find the, I don't know, whatever, the morph ball like in a dungeon in Link to the Past and that kind of stuff.
So where does Kid Icarus fit on the timeline then? Because it has Metroids in it.
Oh yeah.
If you remember, there's an enemy called a Komedo that looks basically exactly like a Metroid.
Well, that was the ancient Greek Metroids.
Yes.
Metroids had already arrived on Earth during the ancient Greek time.
They're the failed prototype of the Metroids.
Yes, exactly. And
They evolved from somewhere.
that's right.
Mark's asking the question, why does the screen sometimes go black? It's because I'm actually player 2 in this game, and so this is how we're streaming it, is through my Switch, because I'm player 2 while Chris is playing it through NSO. He's player number 1. So where does Kirby fit on the timeline? You kill Metroids and meet Samus in Kirby Dream Land 3.
Okay, so Kirby is the end of all time.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah, Kirby's he remains.
That's right. See, Nintendo.
Although I think technically,
give me a call, Nintendo.
technically,
I'll work out your
is
cinematic universe.
Pikmin
here.
is probably the end of the timeline, right?
No, Kirby's even beyond that.
Well, because in Kirby 64, Shiver Star still looks like Earth, whereas the Pikmin planet that is actually Earth has different continents. So that's enough time for the continents to drift.
But maybe it's been so long they've drifted back.
Maybe, and then froze over.
I don't know where. And then split. We got to get Splatoon in there though too.
Splatoon's early because that's connected to humans still. So that's got to be pre Kirby. There's still some remnants of humanity.
We're gonna work out the entire
Kirby's
cinematic
paint.
universe for Nintendo here.
Kirby's leftover paint that just ended up evolving into this creature.
So where does Mario Paint fit in then?
That's when after Splatoon and the wars and all that kind of stuff.
Kirby is from the Painter Mario fails branch of the timeline.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, he didn't swat all the flies.
Nintendo Pals is rating us. Nintendo Pals is rating us. Hey, Nintendo Pals, thank you very much for rating us. We're just hanging out here watching OP Link destroy everybody.
Yeah, this is dark. This is secretly dark, Link.
We're single-handedly too putting all Nintendo games into a sacred timeline, to use Marvel terms, and successfully. I might add, when I say we, I mean I even added the original Zelda Game & Watch.
Yes,
that's right. I was able to connect that in too.
Yeah, I don't know where someone at Illumination should be writing us and writing some scripts.
Look at, I'm just giving all these ideas for free.
A graphic novel first, and then they'll adapt.
So I guess the real question is not to belabor an old point, but is Mario technically human? Where does that fit in? Is he some sort of post-human mutant person? I mean. He looks kind of different from the new Donkers, but then what are they? Were they caught in some time warp?
Yes. See, let's see here. I can figure this out.
So I think the
Yes,
downfall,
yes,
the
what
downfall
happened
of
is-
humanity, the downfall of humanity probably is a result of like the great Pokemon War leading into the Great Ape War leading into Splatoon, right? Like that's
Yes,
the
well,
decline
this
of humanity.
This all started. None of this would have happened if Mario's time machine, if they didn't mess with history in Mario's time machine.
Yeah.
And
There
that's
you
what
go.
threw us all off on these things and set us on this course.
Doggone time machine.
That's right. Never mess with time. Never mess with time. See? I got this. We're just giving these ideas away for free.
You're welcome.
Like you say, Shan, you gotta read
You're
this,
welcome.
or you gotta copyright some of this stuff because when
That's
they do
right.
this, the check's not in the mail.
Wait, where did
Yeah.
Minish Cap fall in there? This?
Minish Cap's very early.
It's-
It's,
yeah, I was gonna
I
say
think
that's
it's just
towards the
after
beginning.
it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything between Skyward Sword and Minish Cap.
I would love for them to bring in the what are the name of the Minish people? The what is it called? I'm trying to remember now. Starts with a P. I'd love for them to bring them back in the game somehow.
Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, Four Swords, Ocarina of Time. Then it splits off. Defeated versus Triumphant. So, okay.
Because then you have in Minish Cap, you have the whole like sky ancient people thing too going on. Are they aliens? Or are they remnants of Skyloft? That is the question.
Good one.
So Zelda obviously takes place on another planet in the universe. And that's somehow they end up being able to cross worlds and get into the Mushroom Kingdom because I mean they're all racing together.
Well, so are the Inklings, though, too.
Right. Well, Mario used his time machine to pick him up.
Gotcha.
And you got to use the time machine to make sense of the fact that the original Donkey Kong is actually Cranky Kong.
Right. He's his own grandpa.
Mario hasn't aged, and so
it's because Donkey Kong's his own grandpa.
See, there you go.
The only problem with the Hyrulean, the Hyrule Historia, is that it was before Breath of the Wild. So
You just Breath of the Wild is just at the end of everything. I think the Breath of the Wild you could just say is the end of everything, all the timelines.
bringing it all together.
Yep.
I know
That's what I'm saying, and
documented
then just-
somewhere, I just don't. It's not in the Hyrule.
I think they just wanted to ruin everyone's fan theories with Breath of the Wild because they like intentionally pulled stuff from each branch of the timeline.
From everyone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
oh yeah, we
Battleworld
got
to-
Koroks, but we also got
Yep.
the Temple of
So
Time
that's-
in here, and we got
That's what I'm saying. It's the Secret Wars, to use the Marvel equivalent. It's Battleworld, where something just took pieces of all these timelines and put them all together.
all
Mark is asking, aren't there later Zelda lore books? No. There's the encyclopedia, and there's the arts and what was that one?
It's just I can't remember what it's called. It's in the other room for me. the art one.
I can't read it.
I mean, there
I can't
is
read
a-
it from here.
There is also a
Unless there's a new version of the Hyrule Historia.
there's not, but there is a Breath of the Wild like full book like this too.
Right, I have that one.
But it really doesn't dive into where, any of the lore stuff so much. If I'm remembering correctly.
Why are these books so huge?
Because they're awesome.
I like a lot of the videos where people treat picking up random non-important objects when they're like, "Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All
I
right.
got my coffee in the morning. Da-da-da-da-da-da."
So
Here's my-
Hold it above your head.
So in this
Yeah, hold it
timeline,
above.
are the Mii's aliens? I think the Mii's are the end of the timeline, is what Mark is saying.
I have to think about that because then we have to consider what's the RPG with the Mii's and everything.
Utopia.
Metopia.
Metopia, yeah. So we'd have to consider that too. All right. We can do that. Maybe they're what the evolve into the new Donk people. Because they look a little off too.
Wow.
Maybe Mii's are just the common ancestor of all life in the Nintendo universe.
There you go.
History. Here we go.
Oh, you know what? I'm a heart container short, I think.
My cat is very interested in the book, apparently.
He just wants to know more about Zelda. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
It's like the greatest game series ever made.
What are you doing, cat? Alright, let's see.
I don't think you've had one continue since you started replaying, have you?
Nope.
I don't think so. You get a 1-up pretty much every time you
Right.
beat a palace.
Yeah, I think I've done this a few times where I've after I beat the game, I go in and do it again, just to be
A little faster.
yeah, and just because it's fun and
Yeah.
again, the sociopath, like killing everything.
Oh yeah, when I was talking about the different games, I would, again, the modern era version one I think would be kind of cool to see. Like, what would Link look like in a more modern environment, trying to save a modern Hyrule?
But it sort of takes the sword and shield stuff out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it could. I think it still could work, because I mean, even if it was a modern era type thing, you could still use, like, bring back the
Oh.
sword and shield type thing that people thought.
Hear me out, Master Chainsaw.
Master Chainsaw. You're just pulling it out of the pedestal and pulling the cord.
I mean, it's not the same if it's a like a AR-15 or something, right? It's the sacred bazooka.
Right.
Now, maybe you could do one of those things where it's like it feels like a fantasy still, and there's magic and all that, but then like as you start traveling around, you see like remnants of the Statue of Liberty or whatever else, and you find out this is Earth all along.
Yeah.
I was
Just
waiting for that.
just like
It's like Splatoon.
well, yeah, Splatoon. I was gonna say just like Planet of the Apes, but yeah.
Oh my god, I was wrong. It was Earth all along. I had to bring
Or-
it somewhere.
Or Thundar the Barbarian or something.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Thundar
talking
the
about. Right there.
Barbarian.
Yes.
As we all know, the world ended in the distant year of 1994
That's right.
when a runaway comet hurtled between Earth and the Moon.
So this is
Dude,
what I wanted.
Sam, I didn't think I could like you anymore, dude.
This is what I wanted to show Jesse last week.
Yep. You can block it when you use
Yeah. This was Shannon was my one main accomplishment in life. I taught Jesse Waldeck something about Zelda 2.
There you go.
Well, Shannon, if you needed to like me anymore, I did have a pet hamster that I named Ooclaw. So,
Oh man, that's awesome. Dude, I'm telling you, one of these days, that's my other love is like old cartoons like that. Man, one of these days I'm gonna have to start like maybe I need to start like a YouTube channel or whatever like Adam's doing.
I guess
Just to talk about
it's
all
one
that
of those
stuff.
things that, now that I think about it, it's kind of surprising. Not a lot of people had that, but my dad is a huge Looney Tunes buff. Like,
Oh,
very much
yeah.
an aficionado of Looney Tunes. And
Nice.
he would always be able to identify the director of a short, like, on site.
Wow.
Just walk into it. Be like, oh,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
this is a Frizz Freeling. And be like, how do you know that? And he's like, oh, it's the way the clouds are drawn. I'm like, what?
Wow. That's awesome. Any of that Hanna-Barbera stuff, I'm just a sucker for. Even the random give me 2 to 4 teenage detectives with
Oh,
some
yeah.
random mascot type
Yeah. Your
era.
everything everything has to
Everything.
be Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
From Jabberjaw to Speed Buggy
Yep.
to yeah.
Yep. Captain Caveman.
Captain Caveman.
You missed a key.
I did, yep. It's very sloppy run through this time, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, now you could just go, if you could fly through and just use your fairy power.
I know. I don't know why. I don't know how much longer I have for you tonight, I'll be honest. I don't think we're gonna do this all over again, I know.
Well, come on, you're over halfway there.
I'm studying up on my Hyrulean history. No, there's no
That's right.
connection here in this book either, so
I didn't think so.
have to look and see.
I don't think they're going to, like, other than saying, oh, it's at the end of the timeline. I don't think they're going to give much
Right.
lore, that kind of lore anymore. Because it's just too messy, and then people start, like, actually thinking about it. And, like, poking in all the holes in it.
Right.
So I'm saying, just, if you really want to start a lore, you're going to have to pretty much just say everything converged.
Right.
And this is now, you know.
I like the idea of that Breath of the Wild kind of cleans up things, if you will.
Yeah,
But I still kind of want to see it officially.
right.
I honestly feel like the timeline was sort of a mistake. I would have been fine with them just saying, you know what? It's a
Well,
legend. It changes
It's a
every
legend.
time.
Yep. It's a mythology, right? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't need to be anything more than that.
But
You
these
don't-
days,
nobody-
everybody wants everything to be a
Yeah.
shared universe.
I mean, it's a fun thing to talk about. It really is, and I like it for
Yeah.
that. But at the same time, nobody is like, well, how could Hercules have done this when he was doing this, and like, how does this, like, it's just mythology. You don't need it to all work out so neat. These things are a pain in the butt
Yes, they
when
are.
you're trying to
Yeah.
dig through here. This is like.
Oh yeah, I remember this part. I think I only played through this game once.
I'm already as powerful as I can get. It's still just a slog.
It's
that
still a pain in the butt, yeah.
way. It sucks. I always like these screens where it's like I'm going up a tunnel, but if I'm really in the middle here, I don't know what's going on either side of the wall.
Right, you can actually see.
So it's almost like an unnecessary detail.
Yep.
I don't care what's there. I can't see it. I should be able to see it. It should be wall.
Yeah, so Nintendo Life has it, or excuse me, Eurogamer has a life, an article, excuse me, on that topic. But they also talked to Anuma about this. They mentioned that Zelda Timeline was published a few years back, obviously, and it says fans are still debating this, where Breath of the Wild falls in place to all this. It references the now dried Great Sea from Wind Waker, the placement of the Master Sword from the original NES Zelda games, and allows you to call in Wolf Link from Twilight Princess. Games on each of the 3 separate branches of the timeline.
Yeah.
So, Mark says, let's see. This is all too old for me. Zelda's caught between Mario lore and Kirby lore. It needs to choose. It needs to choose, yes. I think Zelda being like a mythology makes it kind of unique in this overly connected media landscape. They should run with it.
Yeah.
Let's see, so I'm just reading the rest of this article here. Where does it all fall? Blah, blah, blah. So he said,
Well-
they say that Anuma still isn't telling, but he at least explains exactly why. Video games, not just Zelda, can go much, much further. We got a lot of responses from adult players who said they felt the same way playing this game as they did when they used to be hooked on video games when they were younger. And this is what I guess there's what he says in this book that I just looked at. We made this game with the intentions of returning to our roots, so the response from players about feeling the same as they did or had when they were young is promising.
I think the thing about Tears of the Kingdom that I'm most curious about is if it is just is it the full map again, just with verticality, or are we only going to be in part of, you know what I'm saying, a part of the original map? And like, how do you do that? Like, this is going to be interesting because they don't want just a rehash.
Right.
And then you got to figure out, are we going to have just the instead of dungeons again, are we going to have just the same
There's so
location
much
of
to
all the
explore.
trials? And
So much to explore in that game, and there's like I've been wanting to go back and continue where I left off just to explore more.
Yeah.
Because of how much fun I was having with that, and from what I understand though, there's still some things that could be used, some landmarks that could be used, or there could be things that could appear after something happens in Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, that's why it's almost like you have them have to travel through time or travel through something so you get a different map or something, because otherwise, I don't know, it just would seem kind of...
Well, and like you said, the verticality will help too. So, but I
Yeah.
think there are things there throughout the world that could happen. Time travel could be in effect, or how everything's being pulled to the sky. You know, big giant pieces of land masses could go up to the sky, which changes the land, the land itself. So there could be new areas to explore after those chunks rise up to the sky. So, yeah.
I mean, I know they're not gonna. It's not gonna disappoint. I'm sure. It's gonna be great. I'm just kid. That's just one of the things I'm really curious about it. You know, how they're gonna do that, because to just have the same map, just add some pieces in the sky. I don't know. It would be it'd be an odd thing to do.
Yeah, the logical thing to do would be to set it in a different area.
Right.
You know, like they did with games like Link's Awakening, or, you know, Link's traveling somewhere else and he winds up here, or even Majora's Mask, where it's not even really ever explained what in the world Termina even is. It's just Link happens to be there.
What if that's where he ends up? And this is just, you know, Termina version of Breath of the Wild. I guarantee that's not the case.
Well, and I think of Majora's Mask a lot, not just because I played it this year, but that's another example of a Zelda game that had to, you know, follow up a really well-regarded one on the same system, and even reused assets in the same engine.
Yeah.
But they were able to really, you know, make it arguably one of the most unique Zelda games in spite of that, so...
Yep, true. I am excited to find out.
So
I really could use I really could use a trailer that, not that I want everything, but just kind of gives us a little bit of information about, like, where
we really don't know much about it still.
We really don't, and we know more about the Mario movie. And we just started finding, like, now they're dropping trailers for that thing left and right.
But that's film trailers these days. They'll show the whole movie.
Yeah.
They'll show us the whole movie before it comes out.
So Anonuma says that we realized that people were enjoying imagining a story that emerged from the fragmentary imagery we were providing. If we defined a restricted timeline, then there would be a definitive story, and it would eliminate the room for imagination, which wouldn't be as fun. We want players to be able to continue having fun imagining this world even after they are finished with the game. So this time we decided that we would avoid making clarifications. I hope that everyone can find their own answer in their own way.
In other words, we didn't really know what we were doing. People tore it apart, so now we're just going to be like, oh, it's up to your imagination. We don't want to take away your fun.
Like this writer says that their own theory was that Breath of the Wild is set solely after Wind Waker branch. It has to be with the Koroks and Deku Tree and the Great Sea references. Other things can be explained away, they say, but I enjoy it being just my own theory.
Yeah.
Yep. That's interesting. So yeah, it's fun. I mean, look at us. We're talking about it right now. So
yeah, see, it's fun to talk about, but I'm not somebody who feels like they need a definitive answer.
Nope.
These aren't Marvel movies. They're just Legends of Zelda.
I mean, even though I don't care, because I know people will pick apart. Spider-Man was 8 years after this. That's not the right. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So
just
do you think they'll
just
do
enjoy
live
stuff.
action movie movie or series in our lifetime of Zelda.
How many have they only made, apparently?
That is the most exciting and also terrifying things that I could think of. Like, that would be awesome.
I would
It's
be a
like,
lot
ugh.
less nervous about an animated TV series, even though I know there was the one. It's
I agree.
I guess it's like it can't be worse, right?
Right. I agree. I think you could really do it and just go with it.
I would
There's going to be people that hate it.
Take as a template Samurai Jack. You have a protagonist who barely talks.
Yep.
Basically, and a villain who just keeps sending different enemies after him in different areas.
Or get Chris Pratt to voice Zelda. Or Link, I mean.
To voice Zelda, not Link, Zelda.
Yeah.
Zelda.
It should be Link, though, right? Because then it's quiet. With just some grunts. Chris Pratt grunts.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know who's the best grunter out there in Hollywood.
Right.
That guy. Don't give him any actual lines. Just get him to grunt a lot. I think Noah's working on a pretty good grunt. He might be able to do it.
There we go. He's the future Link. In the live
He's a
action
future
movie.
Link. I mean, he's been working on. He wants to get into acting. He just wants to grunt a lot.
There you go.
Or he could do it now and just be the child era version, you know?
Well, he's 6 feet tall now. I don't know how much of a child he is anymore. The big dude. I mean, he's only 12. But he's a big dude.
Well, yeah. My Noah just turned 14, and he grew like he had to go to the doctor twice within the period of like 3 weeks, and he literally grew over an inch in those 3 weeks.
Yep.
Noah borrowed a pair of my shoes last weekend. And he's 12.
Yep.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. Mine was wearing the same size that I am when he was 12 too. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, at some point, I think we'll have to end this because I do have to get up and do some holiday things tomorrow.
I think
the season.
I think we're good. I think we can stop there. But I appreciate everybody for joining this and in the chat as well. And Jen and everybody, thanks for hopping on.
Mark says,
well, this was fun to be your panel.
Mark doesn't want it to end.
You got to beat it 3 more times.
Yes. Thank you all
that's right.
who came in to stop in here. Thank you guys, Shannon, Sam, and Chris. Thanks for beating the game today. And for all of you who stopped by in the streams. And again, thanks to the Nintendo Pals for rating us. That was awesome.
Yep.
And anybody who stuck in after that, that's awesome. And Mark, thank you for hanging out with us for the night. If anybody here who's been here or watches this wants to leave a comment or whatever and wants us to do this more often, I actually think this is kind of cool. Somebody playing a game and we're all just hanging out and chit-chatting in here. Maybe we'll do this some more sometime. So, but until next
try
time.
that with Link to the Past.
Ooh, I'll play that one for sure.
Yeah.
All right. For the Nintendo Dads, for Retro Logic, and for everybody else, have a good night.